For years now, thousands upon thousands of people have come out to my events and have had life-changing experiences. But you know what? Some of you hear that here on YouTube. You haven't been to the event, and some of you have called me out. The haters come out of the woodworks and they say, scam, dude, how can that really be life-changing? I mean, give me a break. I've never had a life-changing experience. I get it. I actually know where you're coming from. Today, I thought I'd resolve it a little bit of an interesting way. I actually have someone coming into studio with me who attended my first event a year ago and then has been to every single event after. They've literally gone from fat to thin. Their finances have grown leaps and bounds. They're now owning and buying real estate, no money, no credit. And you know what? They're not typical. They're not like anyone. Nobody's typical. But the reality is the people that come have life-changing experiences. Let's get to the bottom of it and find out, is this scam? Is this hoax? Or is this real?
'Cause we're gonna be legends. What we're doing here ain't just scary. It's about to be legendary.
The heat is on. Life-changing events, are they scams? Dude, you know what? The haters, they come out when you make big claims, and you know what? Today we're addressing it. I'm actually joined by one of my students. So this is Jaden. Jaden, you are an amazing man because I've totally been able to watch you go from overweight, making only $1,200 a month, pretty bummed out on life, to in just 1 year, literally commanding an incredible income, buying real estate with no money, no credit, in the fittest shape of your life. Dude, you're freaking crushing it right now, bro.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Listen, I wanted you to be here because I'm calling in some backup. And I'm basically saying, you know what? They're the haters. It is amazing how they come out of the woodworks. And you know, they're like, well, Kris, you claim that your events that you put on in your own event center are life-changing, but dude, that's just cliche. What do you mean life-changing? What you really mean is the information is good, or, you know, it's probably some sales pitch scam. Dude, when the haters come out, you get it all, you see it all. So I thought today I'd shoot a video with someone that actually came to their first event a year ago, and thought I'd have you just share what some of your experience was like. Because as I've had thousands of people experience this on just the first day out of a 4-day event, everyone unanimously is jumping out of the seat saying this was a life-changing experience. It's not a life-changing event. They're gonna have multiple life-changing experiences over the course of that 4-day event. But dude, these are just my words. If someone's, listen, I just got messaged by someone coming from Japan to the event next month. Like, we have people from all over the world coming, and people wanna know, what can they expect? Is it real, or is it just kinda lame? Or is it a scam? So dude, what was your experience like when you came out to the event last August?
I'll tell you what, and for anyone watching this, I have been to many trainings, many seminars, and many events. And in the first 10 minutes, I knew that this was something different. And the reason being is the energy that Kris brought was incredible. But not only did that energy, give me the ability to pay attention for 4 days, but it set me and kind of created a stage where I could actually find my purpose and use these incredible tools that he was teaching for 4 days and actually go out there, take action, and within 90 days, see results on what he was teaching.
Well, I want to ask you this. So, a lot of people come out to the event, frankly, because they want their custom $1 million game plan. We do a very special process where I basically walk someone through exactly step-by-step what they're going to do to make millions of dollars in real estate. And that's what they thought they came for. But usually what they walk away with is so much more. As financially transformative as financial information is, information truly actually doesn't change lives. It gives you how-tos, it gives you next steps. What specifically were some of the moments for you during the event where you just knew everything is never going to be the same again? Everything's going to change now.
I think the first experience I had at an event was looking up there and seeing someone who cared so much about me and my personal journey, and inviting me to look deep inside of who I am as a person, to find my purpose. And in that moment, I remember it was within the first 10 minutes of my first event. I wrote down on my piece of paper exactly what I wanted to become. And since then, in the last 12 months, the path has become clearer and clearer. And every day, there's obstacles just getting out of my way and allowing me to move forward.
Well, listen, I've been able to see huge transformation this last year in you. I mean, you literally were making just over $1,000 a month, barely meeting your needs. I remember that in one of your breakthroughs, you were talking about feeling lazy, sleeping in, and just missing life. But in 12 months, it's been a pretty radical change. Like today, how much money are you making right now?
It's incredible. I say this not to, impress people, but to really impress.
Well, always share what you're comfortable with,
And honestly, it can be anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000 a day.
So that's a lot for a 24-year-old.
Yeah.
But on top of that, you're now buying real estate. And you're not just buying real estate, you're using my methodologies where you're buying it with no money, no credit. How does that feel?
Oh, it's incredible. I think that the opportunity that you've given through the Maverick program has, changed the playing field when it comes to investing with no credit and no prior experience and even no capital.
Promising a life-changing experience may seem like a really bold, risky move, but for me, it's actually pretty easy because years ago, as I was creating all this wealth in real estate, there was a different mentorship that I got that changed everything to the next level. And I had a series of mentors that I literally paid over $2 million to access that would help me break through my limiting beliefs. And I learned that if I can break through my limiting financial beliefs, I can make more money. And that's what allowed me to keep doubling my income. I also found that I could change my relationship beliefs and affect my relationship happiness or problems with my, with my wife or with my kids or with my siblings. And ultimately what I've discovered is that our world, our perception is made up of thousands of empowering beliefs and limiting beliefs. And if you're empowering the wrong beliefs, you cannot empower your results to be what you want them to be. So the event is so life-changing because during the entire event, there's a number of exercises. I don't want to ruin it for anyone. I don't want to say things like firewalk. I don't want to say things like, some other things that might freak some people out. But we do some things that basically say, let's challenge the beliefs inside of you that are not working. What are some of the beliefs that you had to change that has really opened up all these new results for you?
For me, I came from a family where I was extremely proud of where I come from and, my last name and who, my parents are and my generations before me. But it also made me believe that whatever they achieved was kind of the cap that I would max out at. And so because of that, I was following patterns that, were similar to my father or grandfather, which are great patterns. But honestly, I had more potential than that. Yeah. And once I broke through that belief, that was a very important moment for my transformation and being able to say, there are no limits for me and what I'm willing to accomplish for myself, my family, and the legacy I'm leaving behind.
And if I were to drill a little deeper, what was one of the most impactful, meaningful moments of the event for you when you actually went to it?
Kris does an incredible job of challenging those limiting beliefs and putting you in a situation where you have the support to break through. It was in one of those moments where I actually broke through, and I can't tell you the relief and the transformation that I felt immediately as soon as that limiting belief was out of my psychology and my mindset, and I was empowered with these new beliefs and these new patterns that, mentally I had instilled into my mind, and physically I was ready with a plan to go and take action. And after that moment, nothing's been the same.
We could bring up 1,000 people and thousands of people who can share their experiences. The reality is until you get a chance to really firsthand witness it, your breakthrough, your moment of personal empowerment is going to look different than everyone else's. No one escapes childhood without picking up a lot of jacked up stuff. Even if you have great parents, you're going to have jacked up experiences in life. And I think that is life by its grand divine design. Reality is we're going to be challenged beyond what we think we can handle. We're going to walk away with the wrong meaning. And then those meanings are going to limit us and they're going to hinder our ability. I love helping someone double their income, quadruple their income, make more money, just blow the socks off all the results. And it's actually a really simple technology. So the 4-day event is filled with breakthrough after breakthrough after breakthrough. And in between, wealth training, financial training, $1 million game plan and mindset. And you put it all together and that 4 days ends up being, even for me, out of the millions I've spent, we've really taken the best of the best. I've been able to superimpose my own breakthrough technology on it. And I'm proud of what's been created, and I love the impact that it has on people's lives. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of what it has done for you. And I'm excited for your future. If you did all that in 1 year, just imagine where you'll be 5 years from now.
Yes, thank you so much.
Where do you see yourself in the next decade?
In the next decade, one thing that you've taught me, Kris, is continually having a mentor that has 10 times the results that you want to accomplish. I plan on continuing to learn from you, from real estate, and also this incredible breakthrough training, and eventually, branching off and being able to help my own students and be able to create wealth in my own ways, while also being a part of this incredible mission to go out there and change as many lives as possible.
Guys, destiny is a choice. Where you end up is a choice. The question is, do you have the blueprint and the map to know how to get there? Listen, it might start off with a fascination with real estate, making a few $1 million or maybe a lot more than that. but we're gonna have to do surgery at a much deeper level for you to really figure out, when I heal my psychology, when I heal my financial psychology, then anything that I want really becomes possible. That is the truth of my journey. I see that in you, and it's certainly been the journey for many other people. There's a link below where you can get some more information, watch some videos, and just see what it's like when people come to the events. They are high energy, I won't lie. There's a raw energy. You'll be able to accuse me of that. We're gonna teach you how to train yourself, how to cultivate an energy at a level where you can finally manifest your dreams, your goals, and the results that you desire. So thank you so much for watching today's video. Come out to the event, click the link below, learn more about it. Jaden, thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing with these wonderful individuals. And do me a favor, like the button, smash the like button, because it tells YouTube algorithm that this video needs to get shared on their behalf to a lot more people. Help this influence be felt by a lot more people. That is in your control and power by hitting a single button. Do that for me, please. And I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's video and hopefully at one of our future events.